from Printer Source Plus, Joe Sharp, from Computer Ties, Brad Vankelberg, and from 343 Technologies, Michael Walters. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now that you're their neighbor, you're no longer our neighbor.
Right.
Yeah. So Brad, we've known you as the proprietor of the building on West Michigan Avenue next to Tripp's Auto Shop because you do our work here at JTV.
Yep.
How did this come about?
Actually, Joe and Mike came into my office one day to talk with me about doing services together, customers, kind of collaborating together to build everybody's business. And they said something about they were looking at buying a building over on Spring Arbor Road, and they were going to move in there. And I said, I've always wanted to do a tech center, and it just spun from there. So it was kind of interesting how fast it developed. It was 3 months, and we put it all together, added space, had a great contractor that took care of us, and things moved very quickly. So
Great. So all three are open on West Michigan Avenue. What's the address?
2903 West Michigan Ave, right next to Tripp's Auto Shop.
And Joe and Michael, they're although they've been in these businesses for a while, you're fairly new owners of the business, right?
Yes, sir. I started the business with my mother 12 years ago as Rapid Refill, and we got out from the franchise and went independent in 2014. Last year in May, I bought the business from my mom, my parents, and took it over, and we're trying to grow in the copier aspect of it, the printers, the A4s, and of course we still do the recycled toner, we refill them and for environmental purposes, and the inkjets. So we still do everything that we've done for the last 12 years. We're just adding copiers and to our business.
Great. And 343 Technologies, Michael, that's a business that you can't tell from the name what you do. And you recently bought your partners out.
Yeah, I did. January, I recently became the main shareholder of the company, myself and Rick Walton. And just really the company itself, we're different from what we started at the beginning. We're a tech consultant. We like to go into businesses and see how they're utilizing their current internet and their phone situation, what they're doing, and how much they're paying. And basically just try to figure out where we can help save them money, where we could switch their services to help them better use their time also. I mean, a lot of times people are calling 1-800 and getting very frustrated with the big companies. They don't know how to get a hold of them or tell them the right information, or they just don't know exactly what to ask. So they really lean on us for that expertise and really just try to help guide them in the best way possible.
And Brad, Computer Ties, I think you've had a couple different names with your company over the years, right?
Well, I mean, Computer Ties is the main company that I had since 2007, and then I bought PCS, Professional Communication Services, in 2014, and they do structured cabling and fiber optics for places all over Michigan.
So I'm wondering if there are synergies between your three companies. I can imagine someone might call you and you would say, well, actually, I know somebody that does that.
Most certainly. It's already happened. We've had a lot of collaboration between the three of us and pushed business back and forth, and it's working out real well. So.
Can you give us an overview of all the services that Computer Ties offers?
Well, we do obviously computer consulting. We do door control access, security cameras. We do phone systems, premise phone systems. And then we do the structured cabling, the fiber optics, the Cat6, and pretty much anything that has to really do with technology, we do. And then now with the addition of these two guys in the same building, we actually do everything under one roof.
And I think just from looking from the outside for both Michael and Joe, you've got more space than you did where you were previously. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with the extra space, have you changed, or are you adding to what you can do?
Adding to what we can do, yeah, sure. We're always looking to see what else we can add. I mean, for my business, we've just picked up a couple extra products that are able to streamline your business. One is vehicle tracking for businesses who are wanting to basically know where their people are at all times, but also cut down on the paperwork, taking your actual paperwork to make it digital. So it makes a lot more things HIPAA compliant, because everything has to be stored somewhere, and you don't want personal information from one business getting out there on the street to somebody who doesn't even know where it is and using it the wrong way. To refrigeration monitoring. we picked that product up also. It's great for restaurants. We just did one for Tom Rooney at 308 Brass Rail. He has a demo in there in his restaurant to monitor the different coolers, what temperatures they're at and the humidity they're at, to see if the temperature spikes or if it drops or if it breaks down. He knows right away. So those couple extra products we brought on. We really just want to be that technology consultant to help find everything they need to fix their problems and streamline their business.
Yeah, I don't think you've been in your building for a real long time, have you?
4 years.
4 years. So when I first visited your space, you had a lot of room to expand for these guys, but you've added to your services and your products over the years too.
Correct. Yeah. We've utilized our building well now. So, and we still have space, like we said. Still got. If we wanted to add a couple more technology companies, then we could. Or if these guys grow, or if I grow, then we got the space for it.
Yeah. So Joe, you started at just ink refills for printers.
Yeah.
But now you do ink for copiers.
Copiers. And another thing that we're doing is we're going in and actually doing an analysis on the buildings, helping them determine on where is their need for printers, how to reduce their costs. So we go into businesses and tell them where to properly position their printers to get reduce costs down for the businesses. So it's like MPS.
So many business people are worried about future-proofing their business, and I would imagine you three probably have to stay ahead of everybody else in terms of what the latest is in technology and just regulation. And one of the things we're all wondering about is 5G, how that's going to affect how we do business. So at what point are we going to have to start making some adjustments because of the delivery method, particularly 5G?
That's a tough one because nobody really knows how it's going to affect until it actually hits. But it's just like anything else. It's going to be new. Everybody's going to want it. Everybody's going to want to have it, and it may or may not get rid of land-based connections. I don't think it will. You always got to have that reliable connection that's always on and always working. That's copper coming from the ground or whatever it might be.
And most of the hardware we have already is kind of 5G ready for it.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's not going to make as big an impact as what everybody thinks it might make, but it's hard to tell. You just don't know.
Yeah, and security. All three of you deal with security. Everybody's concerned about security, and we just saw yesterday Google had a major meltdown with a lot of their services. You guys are on top of that.
Yeah, ransomware is probably one of the biggest things that's out there that people get hit with. It's not fun, obviously. And then just also surveillance cameras, making sure your property is protected, making sure your employees are protected. It's not so much the property anymore; it's also watching your employees, making sure they're safe and secure in your building, and you don't have somebody coming in that shouldn't be in the building. So door control access. So a lot of things come into play when it comes to that, and they're using a lot of other methods now to hack places. So you got to be careful with everything on all four fronts. So.
Yeah, with things like Alexa or Ring, people are able to.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so your guys and your teams are all in place. You've had your grand opening. You're all moved in, and do you have
No grand opening.
No grand opening yet. Yep.
This summer.
Yep. This summer we're doing a grand opening.
What are your hours, Joe?
We're open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 on Saturday.
Brad, are you gonna have it like a mall where everybody has to have the same hours?
Sorta. We're 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, and 10 to 1 on Saturday. So we don't stay open as long as Joe does, but people are still free to drop off a computer in the store during his business hours as well. We'll have a sheet sitting at the counter they can fill out with their information, and we can then take a look at it for them. So, yeah.
Great. And Michael, your hours?
Just Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We're a business consultant, so for us, it's really just whenever the businesses are needing us to come in. A lot of times, the late afternoon, business owners are too busy trying to figure out what they're doing to transition the day. So we're very flexible, but try to keep normal business hours.
Right. And these guys, they'll come to you as well. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck in your new locations and in your partnership.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Mike Walters from 343 Technologies and Brad Vankelberg from Computer Ties and from Printer Source Plus, Joe Sharp. Well, next on the show, we're going to play some games. The Lloyd Gann Retirement Center's Daily Trivia game. That's your cue to call right now, 787-8817.